This week on Check Please South Florida, a traditional take on melt-in-your-mouth steak in West Palm Beach.
That's probably one of the best steaks you'll ever probably try.
Authentic Peruvian flavors with a cozy vibe in Hallandale.
It's just an experience that you would really enjoy.
And small bites from a gourmet Gastrobar in North Miami Beach.
They have tons of different things. They're all either excellent or spectacular.
Cultural culinary secrets and global flavors. We have a passion for blending ingredients and seasonings from around the world.
Additional funding for Check Please South Florida is provided by George and Helen Weaver and the Friends of South Florida PBS.
Spicy, I'm in, and I really enjoyed that.
It wasn't my favorite.
I ate it all, and I would definitely go back.
We did not know we were walking into that.
Everything was on point, delicious.
Hello, I'm Michelle Bernstein, and welcome to Check Please South Florida, the show where regular people from all over South Florida recommend and review their favorite restaurants. So this is how the show works. Every week we have 3 guests. Each recommends his or her favorite spot, and then the other 2 go to check them out to see what they think. This week, author Chris Henry says to book his pick for your next evening out. This Hallandale location serves up authentic Peruvian food in a cozy atmosphere. He says it's perfect for a quick bite to eat with friends or a romantic night for 2. And gym and spa owner Derek Perez says you got to run over to his pick to experience flavors with a kick at this hidden gem in North Miami Beach. From creative tapas to fusion cuisine, he promises it will be a journey from one delicious bite to the next. But first, tax manager Cindy Maluski can always count on her Gourmet Steakhouse location for a memorable upscale experience. She says they cook their steaks to perfection and each bite will just melt in your mouth. This spot promises succulent flavor, exceptional service, and an atmosphere of warmth that echoes memories of a long time past. It's in West Palm Beach and it's called Okeechobee Steakhouse.
I'm Ralph Lewis. I'm a 3rd generation co-owner at the Okeechobee Steakhouse in West Palm Beach, Florida, and we have been here since 1947. A little bit of history about it. When they built the steakhouse where it currently is today, this, by the way, is the original building, original location, same family. It was so far out of town, they could not get deliveries, so they had to drive every day into West Palm Beach, which is kind of ironic today. People laugh when they hear that. We dry age most of our meat from 45 days to 55 days. We hand cut everything. Everything's 100% prime. And the service is premier. Your server would bring a steak tray to the table, present all the steaks, describe them to you, tell each individual cut. That separates us a little bit from the others. We're family, we're more than steaks, and we're all about giving back to the community and supporting the small ranchers and the small farms. We love the family farms, family ranches, small family businesses. So that's who the Okeechobee Steakhouse really is.
Love steakhouses. I'm so glad you brought Okeechobee to us.
I'm glad I was able to bring it onto the show today too. So I've been going there for a couple of years now. It's down the road from me, and every time we go, it's a remarkable experience. They come to your table and show you all the different steaks and cuts they have, and if you ask, they always have a couple steaks up their sleeves. So they'll have a tomahawk up their sleeve.
Now everybody's gonna know.
Yeah, well, you should, and that will make you go.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, and then while I was there, they had a 37-ounce porterhouse that you can split for 2.
Wow, you're like a girl after my own heart.
They do have toppings for the steak. So we went with the gorgonzola cheese crust topping.
Of course you did.
Okay.
I
mean,
listen, why not? Any sides?
So actually, it comes with a salad, and it comes with a side. So it comes with, I had a baked potato, with, you know, with all the fixings.
Loaded,
yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Chris?
When I actually went there, I was actually pretty impressed because it's a very busy restaurant. So we walked in and I mean, it was just so busy and it was so lively, and the way they came over with the steaks and he was presenting the steaks, and I was actually pretty impressed because I've never really seen them present it as wonderful as he did. I just the 14-ounce steak. Which
New
was,
York strip, right?
Yeah, it was really delicious. And I did go with the gorgonzola crusted, but then the thing I really didn't like is that they literally covered the gorgonzola cheese on the steak, and I couldn't really taste the steak. But I loved it. It was just absolutely amazing.
So did you just wipe off a little bit of that?
No, I ate the whole thing.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. So don't complain.
I mean, it was great. I really loved it.
Did you have a size as well?
Yes, I had the crab stuffed mushrooms.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
And that was really, really tender. It was great. I mean, I'm simply amazed. I mean, it was just, everything was just so wonderful. The mushrooms,
You also had a New York, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had the New York. It was fantastic.
And how did you have it?
I had it medium rare. I had it
No toppings?
no. I wanted to try it in its purest form, and it was fantastic. I had a bunch of things. I had the shrimp, the fried shrimp, which were huge. And I also hacked a little bit. I had the onion rings instead of a side. I had them as an appetizer. Those were fantastic. They were big, perfect texture. And then I had a orange chocolate old fashioned. Oh. And that was stiff. Most delicious old fashioned I ever had. It really stuck in my mind.
It's an old-time steakhouse.
Yeah. And it has been in the same family for a really long time, right?
For a long time, yeah. And they make sure and they keep that service pristine and that restaurant's pristine, and it's got that charm. It's wonderful.
That presentation, I've never seen anything like that. I've seen it with fish and
which
dessert.
one? The meat?
When they bring you the meat, I've never experienced that before. His name was JC. I remember he gave detailed
very descriptive
description of each cut, and again,
the marble of the fat, and they really talk. They know their steak.
And it's wrapped in a saran and gives it to you. You hold it. You're like, oh God, is that? Yeah, it's really.
But I must say, when the price, I mean, for me, it was. Well, you know, I was having this cheesecake. It was a strawberry cheesecake with some whipped cream, and when I got the check, I almost choked on my cheesecake. I mean, for me, to me, it was a little pricey, even though you get a lot. The portions were wonderful, the service was great, and.
Do you go to a lot of American steakhouses?
No, I don't. Okay. No, so I think it's probably one of my first time.
American beef and their quality of beef, a good quality of beef, and I can't speak for them, but I can tell you that beef is insanely high. Right. And you probably had one of the better cuts of meat there are.
And it's aged, and you know they do a whole. Yeah.
But the experience is amazing.
You had one of my favorite desserts.
The coconut cream pie, yes, it was
sir.
fantastic.
It's my favorite too.
And it's huge.
Is it?
Huge portion, super perfect.
Well, Cindy, Okeechobee Steakhouse was your pick. Sum it up for us, please.
So I think if you're looking for that old-time charm for a steakhouse, you definitely should take the ride. And if you haven't been in West Palm Beach to Okeechobee Steakhouse, that's probably one of the best steaks you'll ever probably try.
Chris?
The only thing is, I think just be prepared, because if you haven't been to a proper steakhouse, you may find it a little bit pricey, but if you have, you would have a wonderful experience. The atmosphere is great, the service is wonderful, and I really enjoyed it.
Derek?
I think it's worth the trip just for the meat presentation alone. The food was spectacular, but everything about it, it was completely worth a trip up from Miami.
You can stake your claim to a seat at Okeechobee Steakhouse, located at 2854 Okeechobee Boulevard in West Palm Beach, open for dinner daily, as well as lunch on weekdays. Reservations are accepted, and the average price for dinner without drinks is about $70. So do you love just a good juicy steak every once in a while? Because I do, and I enjoy it thoroughly. So this is a New York. It's gorgeous. It has gorgeous marbling. I'm just gonna season it. I've got some kosher salt, and I always try to use freshly cracked black pepper. I'm gonna do a combination of oil and butter. So now that I have all foam, all melted butter and the oil, go ahead and add in the steak. So for me, it's really important to have a big old spoon to constantly baste the steak with butter. This is how the fancy chefs do it. We're always basting. Okay, Let's go ahead and flip it over and see what color we've got on the other side. Oh, how pretty. And the smell just gets more intoxicating as you go. I wish you all had smell-o-vision. All right, so let's see the color that we have underneath. Oh yeah, just gorgeous. I'll baste that for about another minute and then we'll go into the oven. All right, so our work is done on the stove. I'm gonna go ahead and put my steak down. I'm gonna add a little bit of this warm butter oil mixture, and then I'll place my herbs right on top. So let's go ahead into a nice hot oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that cook for about 3.5 minutes, and we'll see how it comes out. So you can smell in here just the thyme and the rosemary. It smells gorgeous. Let's see how we did. It's a really nice piece of meat, just beautiful. Definitely want to save that juice. So it's up to you how you want to slice it. So with a nice, very sharp knife, this is a slicer. I like to cut it in thin slices for the family. So this is my gorgeous sliced steak. The way they would serve it in a steakhouse is actually taking some of this juicy deliciousness, all the butter and the fat and renderings. Let's throw some herbs right on top. Oh, I'm ready to dig in. If you want to learn how to make the perfect steak, this simple recipe is a great place to start. You can follow my steps at checkpleasefl.com. Now author Chris Henry tells us the story of a perfect romantic night out. At his pick, he calls authentic Peruvian with a comfy, cozy setting that offers options for everyone. So whether you're going for a quick bite or a more refined experience, Chris swears you'll walk away with a satisfied taste bud, a full belly, and a smile on your face. It's called Tayta Peruvian Restaurant, and it's in Hallandale.
Hola, mi nombre es Emi Luque, soy el dueño y chef ejecutivo de El Tayta Restaurant. Básicamente ya tenemos 15 años en este país, mi esposo y yo. Llegamos aquí a emprender prácticamente una aventura. La familia de él empezó con restaurante, en la cual mi esposo y yo trabajamos ahí, yo en la cocina, él de mesero. Transcurrieron 6 años hasta que empezamos la aventura los dos juntos, solos. El Tayta es un dialecto quechua que significa el padre de familia o el jefe de familia, ¿no? Es como el mayor y genera respeto. A veces las personas tienen un mal concepto de que toda la comida peruana es picante. No, varía mucho en el nombre, pero es muy variado en realidad. Tenemos una enorme variedad en lo que es comida, pescados, mariscos, más que nada es lo fuerte, ¿no? Lo que tratamos de hacer el tipo de comida aquí es lo más casero posible, que tú vengas a comer aquí y sientas como si vas a la casa de tu mamá, tu tía. Eso es lo que tratamos de resaltar más que nada. Para mí el Tayta es como si fuera uno de mis primeros hijos, por eso más que nada me gusta que los clientes vengan y disfruten tanto la comida como el ambiente, ¿no?
Tell us about the vibe of Tayta.
It's a small restaurant and it's tucked between 2 other restaurants.
I think if you sneeze, you'd miss it.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
very tricky to find, but once you go inside, it's just the atmosphere is nice. They have television screens showing the menu, and you feel as if you are definitely in an exotic restaurant. I would definitely say try this restaurant.
So what did you have this last time you went?
The mix.
Okay.
So it's like
So it's
mixed seafood, mixed
Uh-huh.
seafood, and it's very limey, and it's tangy, it's tasty, and there's something called chicha.
Fermented
corn. If you haven't tried it, I said try that with the ceviche. It's just an experience that you would really enjoy.
It is very special.
It's very, very nice.
What do you think, Derek?
I thought it was excellent. You know, for me, the only thing I had tried is ceviche from Peruvian food, and it was a major lesson in Peruvian food because they had a bunch of authentic things. My favorite was the tacu, Now that's
Taku.
the taku. That's not a taco.
No.
Just
No.
That's where we started.
No.
Oh, Peruvian tacos. No, it was like a mix of rice, of chicken, and it was fantastic. And then I also had ceviche, of course, but with the corvina, because they give you an option. And I had it mixed with the corvina, and it really was great. And then I also had the caso de pollo. To me, that was fantastic too. It was a cold appetizer, almost like a chicken. To me, it felt like a chicken salad sandwich, but instead of bread, 2 potatoes on it. That's kind of what it felt
causa.
like. Causa.
Causa.
They had great piscos.
Pisco?
Yeah, piscos.
Pisco.
2 of them. They had a regular, and then they had a maracuya, which I'm not sure what maracuya is in English.
It's passion fruit.
Passion fruit. They
Yeah.
had great passion fruit.
Cindy?
So I started off with an appetizer of calamari with an aioli, and it was terrific. It was really good, perfectly crusted, not oily. So I really enjoyed it. I mean, the atmosphere was really nice too. You know, it was cozy, and I kept on looking at all the different artwork on the walls. They had all these Peruvian women doing work, and I think doing the corn.
Right.
You know, so it was pretty neat. I really liked that, looking at all over the different artwork that they had. For the entree, I decided to go with, it was a grilled seafood platter, Peruvian style. And it came over to the table. When they came, it was sizzling on one of those.
Like a fajita.
Yes, yes.
Sorry,
So
I get excited about
I was
fajita.
very excited about the platter.
Okay.
It had some octopus on it. It had some dolphin. It had some mussels, and it came with a potato. So, you know, I enjoyed my meal. The service, they were there on point. I mean, my drink was, you know, not even
What was
finished.
it?
I got the Inca. It was the Peruvian style soda.
Soda, yeah,
So
Inca
they
Kola,
came
yeah.
over and they filled my glass up right before I even finished. So I thought the service was definitely on point.
Anybody have dessert?
Yeah, I had the flan. It was good. It was a nice small flan. I asked him if it was made in-house. He said yes. So it was really great.
How were the prices?
You know, the prices were super reasonable. I didn't think, you know, it was a good, quick, affordable meal. And you know what, the parking, that was a little, because I got there on a Saturday about 7 p.m., so I guess there's a lot of restaurants in that strip.
So it gets busy.
So it gets busy. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you need to plan accordingly with parking, because there isn't a valet, and it is a strip mall, so parking isn't.
Well, Chris, El Tayta Peruvian was your pick. Please sum it up for us.
If you want something different, if you like ceviche or you want something from Peru or you just want something a little bit traditional, I would say go to La Tayta.
Nice.
Yeah.
Derek?
It is a great introduction, as I said, and you have an opportunity to really get some fresh ceviche there. So I think it's a must go, must visit.
Cindy?
I think it's a great little quaint spot that you can have a quick meal and have great service.
Perfect. Well, you can taste the fresh flavors of Peru for yourself at El Tayta Peruvian Restaurant, located at 1721 East Hallandale Beach Boulevard in Hallandale, with additional locations in Hollywood and Sunny Isles Beach. Open daily for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Reservations are accepted, and the average price for dinner without drinks is about $35. Finally, gym and spa owner Derek Perez suggests you work out those taste buds at this hip Gastrobar. He says their menu will take you on a journey with a number of gourmet dishes, small bites, and fusion plates that will bring you back for more. From creative creations served in a rustic chic style, Derek says everyone will enjoy this little treasure. It's in North Miami Beach, and it's called Lettuce and Tomato Gourmet Gastrobar.
My name is Roy Starowinsky. I'm the owner of Lettuce and Tomato. And we're a family restaurant. I'd like to think we're a gourmet family restaurant. We pay attention to food, pay attention to detail. It's a fusion restaurant. We like to cook food from all over the world, different types of cuisines. Mainly we have obviously Latin food. I'm Argentinian, but a lot of French influence, a lot of Spanish influence, some Peruvian, raw bar with sushi, so Japanese as well. But we don't close the doors for anything. One of our best sellers are the steam buns. Even though it's, let's say, a Japanese traditional dish, we can make it our own. Let's say with our braised short rib, we break it down and put it on top of the buns. So we try to play around with those. I used to be a waiter many years, and I remember I had to repeat the same questions to all my customers, like, do you want lettuce and tomato on your sandwich? Do you want lettuce and tomato on your food? And that frustrated me. So I said, when I open my own restaurant, it'll be called Lettuce and Tomato. I might serve everything but lettuce and tomato, but I thought it was a cool name. Lettuce and Tomato, it's a restaurant where we want people to feel like home. We really pay attention to ingredients, fresh ingredients. We want people to feel like they know us, they know our faces, actually they know all our names, maybe feel home.
How did you find it?
Originally, I thought it was just a burger place because the name, but it's
The name
way
kind
more.
of fools you.
Yeah, it does fool you. And even the last time, this last time that I tried something completely different, I had never tried the rack of lamb.
Okay.
So that's really what I love about this place. Every time I try something different, and they have tons of different things, they're all either excellent or spectacular.
So tell me about the rack of lamb.
The rack lamb was fantastic. It was a great size, perfect texture. The presentation was beautiful. This last time I had the steam bun, which I think is really fun. It's a little Japanese steam bun, and they put short rib in it and a little bit of vegetables, and they're like little
You
tacos.
had that, right?
Yeah.
I did too. Oh, and it's super airy, and that short rib, I'm not gonna lie, that appetizer was amazing. I was like, maybe I should take it to go as well, like get another order, because I liked it so
Or
much.
for dessert. I always say if I like something that much, I get it for dessert again.
Well, I had dessert there too, so.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did you have?
I started off with the spicy tuna roll,
Okay.
which I thought was good. You know, it was spicy tuna roll. You know, so then I tried the au jus and truffle burger. Really good. It had this little sauce. Again,
Yeah,
and you poured it on your burger. Really awesome. I love little things like that.
Yeah, me
that
too.
makes my experience like
Anything to make a
memorable.
sandwich juicy also.
Yeah. So of course I was like, I gotta try dessert because everything has been so good here. The dulce de leche mousse. And
Okay.
it comes with like a fruit compote with berries. Delicious. I mean, you know, I thought at first I was gonna take
You had that,
home.
right?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
wasn't that delectable?
Oh
It
my!
was-
It was just.
it was divine.
It was.
Yeah.
I could have just eaten that all night.
I
It was
know.
just so wonderful.
So I'll have to come back and
Chris,
try
what
it
did
out.
you have?
The main course, I had the 16-hour
Short ribs.
strips. Yeah, 16
ribs.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, maybe I'm just not used to eating steaks in America, but I mean, I just thought that was amazing because I didn't even need my knife. I mean, I just took my fork and just literally cut it, and it was just, it
Fall
melted
off
in
the
your
bone.
mouth. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
How was service, Chris?
Service was really good. She explained the menu, but the restaurant was very, very busy. It's a family restaurant, I would say, because she was really busy and she had so many other tables. And she cooked really well, and I thought it was, and she was nice, she was friendly, she apologized when things were not going as smooth as she wanted to.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just thought the whole experience was wonderful.
Okay. Dessert?
Yes, I had the choco brownie.
Choco brownie, okay.
Choco brownie, yes. They tell me that it was made by the mother, so I'm not sure. It was delicious.
You better have liked it, in other words.
Yeah, it was delicious, but they say it's made by in-house, the mother, so it was fantastic, rich, creamy, cool, warm, everything you want out of a brownie.
No doubt,
But
no doubt.
I want to say something though. I mean, my mother always said to me, when you order a meal, always have some kind of vegetable or something. And for the name lettuce and tomatoes, maybe I was thinking, you know what, they'll give you a side order of lettuce and tomatoes or a little vegetable, because my steak, it was just literally steak and potato.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I thought it was just amazing.
Did anybody
Really?
have drinks?
Yes.
I did. I had the red wine sangria.
Oh, I did
that's
that
angry.
too.
It was, yes, the
Oh
waitress
my
was recommended the red wine sangria, so I did it. It came with so much fruit in there, blackberries and raspberries.
I actually asked for a spoon
Yeah.
because I was just like
They
eating
give
it like a dessert.
Yeah,
it was
they
just,
give you like this little pick, but you're
yeah.
like, I need like a little wooden spoon.
yeah.
So you did get your produce. It was just in a glass.
It was in a glass. Yeah.
Well, Derek, lettuce and tomato was your choice. Please sum it up for me.
I would say that lettuce and tomato is an exotic menu that executes really well to fantastic on all of its dishes.
Cindy?
I think if you're looking for some Asian flair and something new that with that Argentinian pop-up, you should definitely give lettuce and tomato a try.
Chris?
If you like vegetables, make sure you ask that, you know, a side order of lettuce and tomatoes or some kind of vegetable. But it was amazing. I mean, I loved it.
For unique flavors within traditional dishes, run on over to Lettuce and Tomato Gourmet Gastrobar, located at 17070 West Dixie Highway in North Miami Beach. Open daily for lunch and dinner and brunch on the weekends. Reservations are accepted, and the average price for a dinner without drinks is about $40. We've had a wonderful time. I want to thank my guests, Chris Henry, Cindy Maluski, and Derek Perez. For more about the restaurants and recipes featured in the show, or if you'd like to apply to be a guest reviewer, visit us at checkpleasefl.com, and remember to find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Join us next time with 3 new guests recommending 3 of their favorite restaurants right here on Check Please South Florida. I'm Michelle Bernstein, and I'll see you then. Thanks, guys. Salud.
Cultural culinary secrets and global flavors. We have a passion for blending ingredients and seasonings from around the world.